All right, guys. It's Friday morning. Hopefully, you're ready for your dose of local marketing hacks, where we talk with you about how to win the environmental game of business, utilizing all the tools at your availability, all the online tools to help promote, market your business, your e-commerce, membership sites, and all things related. So today I'm going to talk with you about how to improve email deliverability. This is more tactical, so I'm going to talk with you about how to improve email deliverability for your transactional emails. This could be utilized for marketing emails as well. We utilize a third-party application called Sendgrid in order to improve deliverability of our e-commerce sites. And the reason for that is a lot of times the out-of-the-box PHP email that comes with a website isn't that robust when you talk about deliverability and best practices when it comes to email deliverability. And the reality of it is that a lot of times email deliverability, it starts off pretty low, so you're thinking about anywhere between 25 to 30% visibility when you're sending out emails. And if people have multiple emails, you got to realize that the visibility rate kind of goes down. If you think about it, a lot of us have burner emails, a lot of us have our primary business email, a lot of us have our personal email. So depending on which email we utilize, that can improve or decrease the visibility rate. So you want to make sure that you're not ending up in people's junk mails, especially when they're purchasing your products and services. We get this a lot with a lot of our customers that are leveraging e-commerce in order to help promote their local businesses and or their brands. And improving email deliverability is one of the things that we think about when we're talking about making sure that we're improving the customer experience for our clients' stores, and making sure that their email is actually arriving in the inbox. And this is one of the ways that you can do that. What I'm going to do today, I actually had to put together this training for one of my developers because he's in the process of moving a lot of our customers over to the Sendgrid environment. So I'm going to walk you through the process of setting up your e-com store with Sendgrid, and authenticating your email with DNS, and then walking you through the process of one of the software tools, the plugins that we utilize on the back end. So if you're utilizing WordPress and you understand the WordPress environment, we're going to be talking about WordPress, a WordPress environment, e-commerce. So we use WooCommerce in regards to our e-commerce environment. And then we're also going to be utilizing or leveraging Postman SMTP in order to configure what's called an SMTP relay from the e-commerce website through Sendgrid and then out into your customers' email. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this training here real quick, and it's all about improving transactional email deliverability so that you can win the environmental game of business. Let's go here and jump right over. I'm going to leave some links in here in regards to how to do this in the body, and hopefully we'll get this so that you can do it quite easily. So first thing you're going to want to do is log in and or create an account at Sendgrid. The way that you do this is just go to sendgrid.com. They have free account services for a certain number of emails that you send out depending on the size of your e-commerce store, and or if you have email marketing platform that you want to relay out of as well, you can do that to improve visibility and deliverability with Sendgrid. So after you log in, the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to authenticate your actual email address. So what you'll do is you'll come down in here into mail settings. I'm sorry, not into mail settings. We'll go into sender authentication. Because what you want to do is you want to authenticate the domain that you're sending your emails out from so that it doesn't come from sendgrid.com. You want to make sure that it looks like it is coming for you. So what you're going to want to do is update some of your DNS records, and I'll take you through that process. But just click the authenticate the domain. If you want to utilize the wizard here, you can select your host and where your DNS is hosted. Again, if you're with us, we're probably managing this for you. If you're utilizing a third-party application or a third-party provider, go ahead and just select the provider of your host and select you would like to brand your links for this domain. Again, what this does is it authenticates that Sendgrid has permission to send out emails on your behalf, and what it does is it replaces the Sendgrid domain with your actual e-commerce website domain, so it looks like that it's coming from you. Select next. You're going to enter the domain that you want to authenticate here, and what I'm going to do is I'll give you an example site of one of our customers here. And you just want the root domain, so you don't want the HTTPS or www or any of that. What you want to do is just have the root domain. And I would select use automatic security. You can select use custom DKIM sectors, but you don't really need to get into that unless you have you're very technically savvy and you want to dig into how to make that work. I'm not going to cover all the different return paths, link subdomains, DKIM sectors, and things of that nature in this, but you do want to automate your security. Go ahead and select next, and what this is going to do is it's going to actually give you your DNS settings that you want to enter into your host records. So what you would do is you would go to your host, and we're utilizing WHM in order to manage all of our customers. You're going to type in DNS and WHM. If you have cPanel, you're going to go to the zone editor inside of cPanel and do the exact same thing. But what you'll do is you'll come in and select Edit DNS Zone. Look up the domain. Go ahead and at the very bottom over here, you're going to add these CNAME records. And I believe these CNAME, I believe that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CNAME records here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what you're going to want to do is you don't want to take the entire CNAME record. What you're going to want to do is just take the first portion of it all the way up to Mobile Tech Shade, which is the domain that we are authenticating. Enter that information. You're going to do that for each one of these, and then you're going to put in where it's pointing to. And you want to just make sure that you put a period at the end of any entry here so that it doesn't try to append this with the actual domain. So if you try to enter this without the period, it's going to append it with mobiletechshade.com, and that'll mess up your settings. So as soon as you're done putting in all your CNAME records, you'll go ahead and save that. What that'll do, I've actually created those CNAME records in here, and as you can see here, we have the actual record and where it's pointing to. Again, making sure that it has a period at the end and that the Mobile Tech Shade is not appended. mobiletechshade.net in this example is not appended to the actual record itself. So we just go ahead and check these. Once we entered all those, you're going to select I've added this record. Go ahead and verify that. And once it is verified, what you will do is you're going to see this here. As you can see here, we've verified the domain already. I'm going to go ahead and delete the example that we were looking at. And as you can see here, we have a verified domain here. So that's the first step, is just to verify the domain, making sure that you set up permission for Sendgrid in order to send on behalf of the domain, mobiletechshade.com. Make sure that you set up those DNS records inside of cPanel and or your WHM server, and making sure that there are accurate in there. And this is a great example of what those records look like, those CNAME records. Again, inside of WHM and cPanel, if you don't add a period to the end of the record, what will happen is sometimes the system will automatically try to append the domain. So as you can see here, this mail record here has mobiletechshade.com appended on the end of it. And the reason for that is because that is the subdomain and the actual domain there. So you don't want to create records that look like that. They want to be just the actual record itself and where it's pointed to without the mobiletechshade.net or .com domain appended to it. Now once you created and authenticated the actual domain and get permission to send out on behalf of that, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the email API and integration guide. We're going to set up an SMTP relay. Go ahead and choose that. Set a naming system. We'll go go ahead and create a key. So as you can see here, this will give us all the information that we need in regards to setting up an SMTP relay. So what we'll do is we'll come back to the site. We're going to go to show all settings. And we're going to update our mail server settings. So we'll come in here. The server is smtp.sendgrid.net. We can pick our port. Of course, we have unsecured and secured authentication. So what we'll do is we're going to use 465 for SSL or 587 for TLS connection. I'm going to go 587 for TLS. Okay. And the username is API key. We want to keep the envelope from address so it looks like it comes for us. We're going to do TLS, username, API key, and then password is going to be the API key that we just set up. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. Save those changes. Go ahead and click through the setup wizard. Oh, and then we need to send out a test email. So we'll go send out test email. Go ahead and check our configuration. Make sure that we're able to authenticate through Sendgrid. And as you can see there, we've got a confirmation in regards to that in the SMTP or post SMTP setup. So we know that those configurations worked. And then what we can do to verify that is come back over to, it says send an email from the application to verify integration. So let's go ahead and refresh that, see if we can get a verification. So if we want to look at the session transaction in there as well, we can. We want to use TLS because that's the secure protocol in regards to sending authenticated email. Boom, boom. As we can see here, we can look at the header information for the actual email itself. And that'll give us all the information that we need to know in regards to so we've just set up integration using post SMTP in regards to getting our e-commerce website in order to send out secure email from the actual website utilizing Sendgrid as an SMTP relay, which will really give us an opportunity to improve email deliverability. Again, the PHP email that is utilized through WordPress sometimes runs into issues, and in certain environments it doesn't give us the opportunity in order to, sometimes those will get filtered, whereas sending through Sendgrid as an SMTP relay with the proper authentication gives us the ability to improve email deliverability, which is really great. As you can see there, we got confirmation that it worked. So our integration is all set up, and that is the process in regards of utilizing Sendgrid to send SMTP relays from our ecom environment. So this is what we utilize, and something that we've seen an improved deliverability when it comes to transactional emails. So these would be, order receipts, order confirmations, invoices, things of that, transactional emails that are automatically sent out from our e-commerce websites to customers that are coming in and engaging with our clients. So a really great application in order to accomplish that. And again, just to go through it, first and foremost, you want to make sure that you come in here and you authenticate. First and foremost, you authenticate the domain. Once you authenticate the domain, go up to the email API, select integration guide, and go ahead and set up an API key with the SMTP relay. Set up the API key. So update DNS, authenticate the domain, set up the API key, and then set up the relay through there. And what that'll do is that'll give us the ability to utilize Sendgrid in order to go out there and improve deliverability. So that's all I have for you today. Again, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're providing you information in order to win the environmental game. If you'd like to get more information on our local marketing hacks, we've got a complete free resource on our website. Just go to RazorSharpNetworks.com. We go through local marketing, our entire local marketing strategy when it comes to the technical aspect of your website, social media, how to improve visibility with business pages and directories, all things related to the tactics associated with your business from a local marketing standpoint. So if you go to Razor Sharp Networks, right there on the homepage, you can enroll in our local marketing hacks free membership. Also in this video, there's going to be a link to the local marketing hacks membership site as well. So I would encourage you to go through that free training. It's packed full of information. Again, over the last couple of years, I documented our processes in regards to helping our clients in an attempt to help more people win the environmental game of business, improve visibility on their products and services. And again, this is more tactics for technical people that are do-it-yourselfers and want to get more information about how to optimize their environment to improve visibility of their products and services in their local market. So highly encourage you to check that out. Again, it's going to be in the description of this video. Also, you can go to Razor Sharp Networks. It's right there on the homepage. You can get enrolled in that and get all the information that you need to win the environmental game of business. So that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions or comments, please ask them in the comments section. We also provide a link. Would love it if you got value out of this video. Provide us some feedback. Feedback is the key to continual progression and making sure that we improve our processes on a regular basis. So in the feedback link, there's an opportunity for you to leave some anonymous feedback in regards to what you liked about this training, some things that we might be able to improve in regards to our training on a regular basis, and how we can help you, help you grow your local business. So that's all I have for you today. Real short and sweet. Again, we do these every Monday. Every Monday we go over strategy. Friday we do our wrap-up calls, talk with you about local marketing hacks and tactics and practical applications of those strategies we cover in Monday. If you'd like to get notifications on that, I'm sure there's information in the description of this video. And until the next time we see each other, hopefully you make today and every day a fantastic day. We'll talk with you real soon. Take care.